Hello dear learners, this is the session 17 of Pharmaceutical Engineering, a course of 3rd semester SYB Pharm. In this session, we discuss about a super centrifuge. What are the learning outcomes of this session? After this session 17, you will be able to understand about a super centrifuge, principle, construction, working, merits, demerits and uses. Some modifications are also there. If required, we will learn it. When we use a super centrifuge can be used when continuous large-scale mechanical separation of two immiscible liquid phases are required based on their density differences due to the strongest driving force of phase separation, commonly known as centrifugal force. So when continuous large-scale mechanical separation of two immiscible liquid phases such an emulsion are required based on their density differences. So these types of centrifuges we have to select. Why? Because normal driving forces such as gravitational force, positive pressure, negative pressure means reduced pressure or vacuum are unable to separate at ordinary filtration condition. So two immiscible liquid phases having suitable density difference in continuous operation process or industrial scale, we use this super centrifuge. Now, what is the principle of a super centrifuge? It is also known as a vertical centrifuge for continuous immiscible liquid separation. It is a sedimentation centrifuge, hence it works on the principle of sedimentation. Means the separation of two immiscible liquid phases is based on their density differences under the application of strongest driving force known as centrifugal force without a porous barrier. During centrifugation, the heavier or high dense liquid phase is thrown against the wall of the non-perforated centrifuge, means towards the wall, while the lighter or low dense liquid phase remains as an inner layer near to the central vertical shaft. The two separated layers of liquid phases, that is heavier liquid phase and lighter liquid phase, are then simultaneously separated using the modified weighers that are fixed at particular distance at the top of this super centrifuge. Now, what is the construction of a super centrifuge? So as shown in this figure, it consists of a long hollow metallic cylindrical bowl of small diameter made of either stainless steel, galvanized stainless steel, monel metal or any suitable non-corrosive metal. If the radius of this non-perforated basket centrifuge, that is super centrifuge, decreased by 50% and the revolution per minute be doubled, means the rotation doubled, then the linear speed of the basket and hence the tensile stress on the wall is unchanged, but the centrifugal force has been doubled. So due to double the centrifugal force, its separation efficiency is increased. Hence, due to long hollow metallic cylindrical structure having small in diameter, the centrifugal force effect is doubled. So separation efficiency is increased. So within short period of time, we can get the separation of heavy liquids and lighter liquids from the mixture of two immiscible liquids. The diameters ranges from 1.75 to 5 inches with a length of 9 to 30 inches. It is suspended from a flexible metallic spindle at the top, and it is guided at the bottom by loose fit buzzing. The bowl is mounted in such a way that it can be rotated on its longitudinal axis at high frequencies such as 300 second inverse to 1000 second inverse or 15,000 to 60,000 revolution per minute. Provision is made at the bottom for the feed inlet as a nozzle using a pressure system. So it is connected through a pressure systems and the feed inlet tank is there. So feed is continuously going to be introduced through a nozzle located at the bottom with the help of pressure system. Two outlet provisions are provided at different height at the top of the bowl for simultaneous recovery of the separated liquid phases using modified weirs at the top near to the flexible spindle. Now what are the working of a super centrifuge? The centrifuge is allowed to rotate on its horizontal axis at a high frequency, usually about 2000 revolution per minute, and sometimes if it is required its speed is going to increase up to 60,000 revolution per minute with the help of a special drive assembly connected to electric power supply. As shown in figure, through the feed inlet provision, that is the nozzle, that is the provision available at the bottom of the centrifuge, the feed is continuously admitted using a high pressure system, and hence due to centrifugal effect based on the density differences, the two liquid phases containing the heavier or dense liquid phases is thrown out against the wall, means the heavier liquid is going to move towards the wall, while the lighter liquid phase forms an inner phase which is located near the central vertical shaft. As shown in the figure, it is indicated as the yellow highlight. So here you understand how the lighter liquid is going to move from the feed inlet and the heavier liquid is going to move periphery to the wall, so it is collected at particular height. Both the liquid phases then rise towards the top of the vertical bowl, and the hydraulic balance maintains the liquid-liquid interface, commonly known as neutral zone, between the two immiscible liquids. From the top, the heavier liquid is collected through the outlet provision available at lower height connected near to the bowl wall using a modified weir, and it is collected in a tank receiver which collect the heavier liquid. Simultaneously, the lighter liquid is collected through the outlet provisions connected near to the central shaft available at the height above the provision of modified weir of collection of heavier liquid outlet. So lighter liquid is collected slightly above the heavier liquid outlet provision in another position. So in this way, lighter liquid is collected in the tank receiver separately, and heavier liquid is also collected in separate tank continuously. So simultaneous removal of two immiscible liquids as a lighter and a heavier liquid phase is possible in short period of time at high centrifugal effect, enabling continuous separation process. Now, what are the merits of a super centrifuge? It is very compact and it occupies little floor space due to long metallic hollow bowl and small in diameter. It can handle high proportion of two immiscible liquid phases continuously for separation purpose. Next, high separation efficiency compared to all other type of centrifuge. for separation of two immiscible liquid mixture. So it is widely utilized for separation of two immiscible liquids such as in emulsion. Easy to clean and low maintenance cost, because continuously it is going to clean as the solid particles are not deposited, so the maintenance cost is low. It can be modified to handle separation of low solid contents from a slurry. The modification of super centrifuge is commonly known as a tubular bowl centrifuge. Now, what are the different merits of a super centrifuge? Only two disadvantages are available. One is limited output. Its output is limited due to continuous movement. So, due to limited output, its efficiency is dependent on the driving mechanism. Next, contamination of product sometimes may be possible if cleaning is improper. So if cleaning is improper, whatever the salt deposited, it may contaminate the product. So these are the two main disadvantages of a super centrifuge. What are the different application of a super centrifuge? It is used for the separation of two immiscible phases, such as in case of emulsions in food and pharmaceuticals. It is also used for separation of clear liquid from a diluted suspension after modification. It is also used in filtration of vernice. It is also used in clarification of oil fuels and fruit juices. It is also used in continuous separation of the soap stock formed by the alkali refining of vegetables and on animal oils. It is also used in the removal of oversized or undersized particles from the pigmented liquids, and used in recovery of finely divided metal particles such as silver resulting from the washing of scrap photograph film. It is also used for the removal of colloidal wax from the lubricating oils. So colloidal wax can be easily removed from the lubricating oils in liquid form. It is also used for the clarification of various essential oils, then flavoring extracts and other food products. So it is widely used for the clarification unit operation. It is also used in dry cleaning liquid mixtures of density differences. Also used in harvesting of essential bacteria and other microorganisms. Also used in harvesting of precipitated blood protein fractions, and also used in clarification of viscous substances like nitrocellulose solution. And last, it is used in separation of phases of crude oil emulsion. So these are the various uses of super centrifuge. Now, what is the modification of a super centrifuge? The modification of super centrifuge is commonly known as the tubular bowl centrifuge for continuous separation of solid liquid diluted mixture. It is especially designed for separation of solids and liquids when the solid content is low from the diluted suspension. During centrifugation, the liquid overflows from the weir at the top while the solids get accumulated on the wall. Hence, from the top, the separated liquid is collected through the modified weir, while the deposited solids are collected at regular intervals if necessary. So due to modification, its capacity is limited. So this is the end of session 17 about super centrifuge. Thank you. Happy learning. if you have any questions in this super centrifuge, kindly submit it to my email ID. Okay, now all of you switch on your camera. Hello, do you have any question regarding super centrifuge? Okay, just a minute.